info puppet, and we're going to do the sun ray effect. You're going to love my next Photoshop Elements tutorial. Photoshop Elements 11 is open up. This will work on PE10 and PE12. Let's go ahead and check out the images we'll be working on today. Love them! They're so beautiful. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go to the toolbar. And we're going to select the brush tool. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down to this drop-down menu next to brush. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to find this brush down here, number 63. It's called the Dry Brush Tip Light Flow. Love the name of that brush. But I want something that's not too solid, and that's why I selected that brush. Now I just went to brush settings, and we're going to change the spacing to like 44%. Alright. Hey! Stop up! Man. Alright, now what I'm doing is I'm just brushing, and I'm going over the lines that I'm drawing. Oh, sorry, I'm a little shaken up here. Let me redo that. By the way, the redo button is at the bottom of Photoshop Elements. Alright. Doesn't it look beautiful? I'm so talented. Alright, we're going to go up here and select Filter and Blur and Radial Blur. And you want to make sure your amount's at 100%. You don't want it on spin, you want zoom, and good quality is good. But here's the trick here. You have to move this diagram so that the lines in the diagram are kind of facing the way you want your rays to go. I think that looks good. I'm going to click on OK, and look at that! Looks awesome! Now I just went to Filter and I clicked on Radial Blur again, just to give it a little bit better effect. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to right click and select Duplicate Layer, and that makes it a little bit brighter. And that might look too bright, but I'm going to show you why we're going to do this. Now I'm holding the Shift key down, I selected both layers at the same time, and I right click and select Merge Layers. Alright. Now here's when that magic happens. I'm going to change this from normal to soft light. Look at that! It looks so magical. This normal image now looks cool. Alright, let's go to technique number 2. This one's even better. What we're going to do on this version of the sun rays is we're going to go to the brush tool. Let's just get a regular brush. So I'm going to scroll up and select brush number 9. It's a hard brush. And now we're going to go up to create a new layer. Click on that so I have my new layer. Always work on a new layer. Never draw on your regular image. Now I'm just drawing little white dots near the clouds. If you ever find clouds that look like this with a little break in them, always take a picture because you're going to do this effect and you're going to love it. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Filter and Radial Blur and blah! It looks horrible. Alright, that's because the Radial Blur is still set to the last image we were using. So we're going to go back to Filter, Blur, and Radial Blur. And again, it's very important. Now look, we want our rays to fall this way towards the road, so we have to move the image in the same direction. So the rays are pointing in the same way. Okay? Look at that! Much better. Now I'm going to go back up to Filter and Radial Blur, and it stayed at the presets I just changed them to, and I'm going to do it a couple more times. Filter and Radial Blur. Now, the rays are a little light, so we're going to duplicate the layer by right-clicking and selecting Duplicate Layer. Okay. Looks a lot better. Now we're going to hold the shift key down, select both layers, right click and select merge layers. Now I'm just going to grab the move tool and we're going to move this to line it up so that the rays start at the break in the clouds. With this effect, you'll always have to readjust. Okay, looks great. Now for the finishing touches. I'm going to go grab the brush tool and I'm going to change the size to 43 pixels and I have the opacity at 100%. And now I'm going to create a new layer. We have to draw like some light where the beams are shining, right? To make this look real. Look at the beautiful job I'm doing. It looks just like it should look. I am so good at this. It looks awesome. Not. Well, what we're going to do to make this look like the road's just slightly lightened up is we're going to turn the opacity down to about 18%. And then I'm going to grab the eraser tool, and there's the eraser tool. I'm going to bring the size up to about 33 and the opacity all the way down to 12. Now we're going to go into fast motion, and all I'm doing is I'm taking that hard edge away from this circle that I've drawn. Looks good. Alright, let's check out some before and afters. This is before and after. And before and after. Now, if your image is a little bit too bright, you can always dim the brightness on the main image to make this effect really look great. Check out some of my other tutorials for that. Click on this link to see some of my recent uploads. Thanks for watching from Info Puppet.